But then I'm taking advantage of.
Good morning everyone and welcome from Siem Riep here in Cambodia. Today's planning, we're going to the jungle temple today, and we're also probably going to visit like a waterfall, see some of the nature around Siem Riep by motorbike, which you might have expected to know. But first, time for breakfast. While I was at the hostel, I noticed that the power went out, so I thought, oh, probably only at the hostel, right? But it turns out that even here, power is out, so it might be a citywide thing. First time during my trip that I've had the power go out anywhere, so... And a little pork bun. There we go, another $4 well spent. And now it's time to rent a motorbike. Okay, so the first bike rental company only wanted to rent me the most expensive one to go outside of the city center, so no way I'm doing that, because that just feels like a business scam almost. So let's see if we can find another place. And here we have the bike. It's actually the first time I have a bike different than a Honda, and first impression is that it's quite a shitbox. Well, but as long as it gets us from point A to B, it's good, right? And there should be the start of the trail. This is actually the first thing we're going to do, which is like a short-ish hike to like a waterfall where we can then chill. The name of it is Kbalspian or Spien. Shouldn't be too challenging normally. Alright, here we go. The start of our 1.5 kilometer hike. Should only take like 30 minutes. I'm not in a rush. I don't want to go too hard. I purposely chose this as our first stop, mainly because it's like furthest away from the city, being like around an hour, which isn't too far, but the other ones are either a little bit on the way back already or like a bit more to the east. And since it's almost the peak of the day, I figured it would be nice to have this little hike right now, so I can then cool off the hottest moment of the day at the waterfall and then make my way to the other two destinations, which should also be really cool. As next up, we will have some kind of pink clay temple, and then afterwards a jungle. Mostly looking forward to the jungle temple actually, as that's one of the lesser visited ones and should barely have any tourists. Oh yeah, and for the people who don't know, this hike here to the waterfall is also part of the Angkor ticket. And if you don't know what the Angkor ticket is, the Angkor ticket is the ticket you need to visit all the temples here in the area. It's one ticket that you can buy for 1, 3 or 7 days, and they actively check it if you have it at the entrance of all the different activities. It's so peaceful here, and I was about to say that I was expecting myself to be the only one on the trail. Just as I grabbed my camera, I passed this guy with a guide. Not the only one after all. But who knows, maybe at the waterfall I will be, which will be really nice. You see so many butterflies here. My grandpa would love this. So Opa, better come to Cambodia, you know? Aha, and there it is. I'm just not entirely sure how to get there. I think I'll probably have to go over here somehow. Okay, so there we have the waterfall. I asked one of the guides who arrived at the same time as me, if you can actually swim there, because it doesn't seem like it, and he said no. So I'm going to go up the waterfall and see if maybe there's something cool to see there. And here you see the top of the waterfall, like the stream here. But the trail does keep going up, so I'm just gonna follow it and see where it goes. And there's like these carvings on the stones. That marks the waterfall and like top section with the engraved things. Now it actually makes sense why quite some people are here with a guide. There is quite a bit more to it than just a waterfall and just some markings. I'm not gonna say that I'm not interested in the history or like the information behind it. At the moment I'm not really in the mood for like heavy history, as I think the Angkor Wat tour covered quite a bit already. So I'm just gonna keep it light for today. So now we just have the 1.5k hike back to our motorcycle. Maybe grab something quick to eat. Then it's on to the pink clay temple. And there we have the starting point of this hike. Going back actually took a long time. It was very peaceful though. I think I only saw like 3 or 4 people. So. And even here in a very small town, I guess right next to a relatively famous temple, the kids are also trying to sell something. Come on, Cambodia! And here we have the Bante Shrey, the Jewel of Khmer Art. Ooh. So this one is the Citadel of Beauty, made from pink sandstone. The different colors are so cool. Oh, there's even a platform viewpoint. Oh, wow. Nice. Very cool. This is definitely worth a visit, even though it's a little bit outside of the city. The waterfall, maybe not if you don't have a guide, as you don't really get the full backstory behind everything there, which I'm sure is very interesting. Now I'm going to go back to my bike, hopefully find a place to eat on the way to the next viewpoint. Chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken?
Chicken, yeah.
Currently like 1 kilometer from the Pink Temple, I think, 1 or 2 kilometers. Just stopped at this restaurant without like an English menu, where they instantly use Google Translate to get what I want. Luckily I know what I want, because usually I don't. She just gave me a tea kettle, so I guess I can pour myself some tea, right? This is the view. Restaurants at the previous 2 stops all were like triple the price of normal food here in Cambodia, at least in the city. So when I saw this restaurant, I didn't even ask for the price, because I know since we are here in the countryside that it should only be like 1 or 2 or max $30. And if it's more, well, then I'm taking advantage of. And he even gave me water.
1 hour later.
We have arrived at our final temple of the day, being the Jungle Temple. This should be the temple that's taken over completely by nature. Holy crap, look at this massive tree. It's like a massive tree like on top of here. It goes all the way. So good to see how like that tree over there is just taking over that building. That was the Jungle Temple. I have to say, this or the one of the Tomb Raider is probably my favorite, so that definitely says something. Oh, I think I did go the wrong way. Well, dang it. So now all I have to do is get back to the hostel, which at first I thought was going to be like 40 or 50 minutes from here. Turns out it's like 1 hour and 20. Then I'm gonna get back to the hostel, have some food, and then I'm gonna have a kickboxing class with Lewis, the Australian I met 2 days ago. Since he's a big kickbox fan, he wanted to go and give it a try here in Cambodia and asked me if I wanted to join him. So I've never done anything like that before, so we'll see what that's like. And about 1 hour later, we arrived back at our trusty restaurant. And we just finished the kickboxing session. It's pretty rough. I'm like completely soaked, but it was actually really fun. I'd say like 1 hour and a half is pretty intense though. So
Yeah, it's good though. Nice gym.
nice gym, nice guide. Time to hit the pool. dropped off the bike. Now I'm on my way to the hostel to have a quick plunge at the pool. But honestly, kickboxing was actually a lot of fun. Quite a lot of like high intense stuff. But I do feel like my endurance background right now does really have a lot of carryover for something like this. It was like burning at some point, but I recovered very quickly and I felt like I, for the first time, did a good job. So I might try some more lessons in the future, as it's always fun to like try some new stuff, right? The rest of the evening is just going to be chilling, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did making it / filming it. Really hope to see you tomorrow.